Good morning, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us on Cow-Calf Corner. It's that time of year in our state when we need to be thinking about weather and tornadoes, and with the long-term drought we've been in and a lot of high wind days, emergency preparedness for wildfires too. We are joined this morning by Dr. Rosslyn Biggs to talk about emergency preparedness plans. Rosslyn, what are we looking at here?
Well, you know, as you said, generally this time of year we are talking and thinking tornadoes, but without any rain, we certainly need to have wildfires on our radar screen too. So, you know, we need to be thinking about how are we going to respond if we run into an issue? How are we going to move cattle in particular, or animals across the farm or ranch? Are we going to be able to evacuate them? Do we need to identify areas that if we can't get them out of there, kind of defensible areas? Maybe that's up and around the house or the barn or that kind of thing. And so we need to have a plan. Certainly think about putting some things together, maybe in a kit that can help us respond more effectively.
So what is a family, I know it's a long checklist, but a family farm or ranch, what do we need to take a look at in order to be prepared?
Sure. You know, the first thing is thinking about getting those animals out of there. And whether that is, you know, our working dogs or family pets, all the way up to, you know, more traditional livestock, and how we're going to do that. So do we have a truck and trailer ready to go? You know, inevitably at my house, we need to check those tires occasionally, that when we're ready to go in an instant notice that we can get on the road. For our small animals, of course, we want to be thinking about, you know, do we have carriers? Can we get them caught, put in, maybe that needs to be the back seat of the truck, that kind of thing, and then have carriers ready to go. But we also need to think about, you know, what are our evacuation routes, and we need to have more than one, especially considering tornadoes and wildfires don't follow a linear path as a general rule. And so we want to think about also, you know, if we aren't able to move those animals, or if we are going to move the animals, do we have feed and hay resources that we can mobilize? All of those kind of things factor in.
And so it's not just committing it to paper, but really getting everybody together, employees, family members, sitting down, talking through this?
Absolutely. You know, it's the kind of the classic fire drill we did in grade school, right? Like, let's practice it, so hopefully we don't have to use it, and we need to revisit it too. You know, first and foremost, we want safety of people and personnel that are on site, but obviously we have tremendous investment, both financial and from an emotional standpoint, to our farm and ranches and the animals we care for. So we want to have them as part of the plan.
And I believe you've summarized this. We have an extension fact sheet publication on it.
We have some options. We have the Extension Eden Network has a number of great resources, and I'm certainly welcome questions, that kind of thing. They can send those directly to me. We'll get them to those resources.
Well, we appreciate your time, and thank you all for joining us this week.